Oh, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are. Happy Thursday. It's Vice Friday, guys. Believe it or not, another Friday, another Friday to come, and that means that we are going to have a good time again, as always, at this time of the week. So, having a chill time with no stress whatsoever, and having a chilled out time to understand. How we're going to do things, and so on and so on and so on. And yes, hi Marcus, happy Donnerstag, happy Vice Friday, and good to see you guys coming. Thanks for God, and yep, it is this time again where we do celebrate the moments of whatever we're doing, and okay. So everything is switched on, everything is set on, and today we have a little bit to celebrate. Aside from YouTube only, it's going to be a little bit of good vibrations because I got to talk about it a little later in the during the session. But yeah, there's a bit to celebrate today, and it is indeed for me a big thing. Not for the world, but for me it is, and therefore even more happy to share that with you guys today because it's going to be a good time to look forward to a couple of things to come. And therefore, yep, it is a good day. It is a very good day, and it's not even Friday. It is not even Friday yet, but Friday definitely is going to be a good chance to celebrate those things that are coming these days. And I'm really looking forward to those things actually to come so that we have all a good time. Something to look forward to. And yeah, it is how it is. But those things are really cool. And I'm really looking forward to those things to happen because those things don't happen every day. And I am indeed very pleased to get that shouted out today in a very meaningful way, of course. But yeah. Mm, I am indeed looking forward to it. Today is a very good day. And for all those who are in the bushes, hello. And for those who are not here yet, see you soon. And again, for me, it's a big day. A lot of work is starting to pay off. And indeed, it is not a common thing to happen. JD, hello, my darling. Happy Vice Friday to you. Happy Spotify Day. Yeah. So today we have quite a thing. Couple of things to celebrate. Well, I have a couple of things to celebrate, but I've already announced it on my channel wall. But also very happy to talk about details here, how this all started, how it all came together. So this has not necessarily to do with YouTube, but it is again, it is a milestone for me, a big one, and we have enough time today to talk about it. So let's enjoy the celebration and let's enjoy this momentum. And it is great. It is just great, I have to say. Big momentum for myself when I read the news. Confused moods. Why is that? Why is that? Because it's not Friday yet, or what is it? What is the weird moods on a Vice Friday when people are looking forward to the weekend? Whoop whoop. Well, today is I'm not in confused moods at all, at least. And the good thing is that um, I have very good news to spread, at least for me, and not only for channel sake, but also for music sake. That is things that are upcoming and all these things, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for me, at least. It's gonna be the next couple of weeks. Will be very interesting to see on how things will go and how it will actually be going forward from all these things. So, yo, let's see. And again, it's not even Friday yet, but I'm still celebrating already, kind of in a celebration, so to speak. And so for those who are here now, I'm going to start with it anyway. So as by today, again, I've already announced it on my channel wall, but as of today, I'm officially licensed on platforms like Spotify, like Apple Music, Amazon Music, Deezer, YouTube Music, and all that stuff. So yeah, it is very official now, and so all the music that I did is now fully licensed, and that means that I have now access also to other portals like YouTube Music, for instance. Very interesting for you guys because I know most of you are not on Spotify or such. So I have already planned put the World of Ragos topic in my on my channel wall, where you can easily access all music and where you can access it 24/7, kind of for free, so you don't have to subscribe extra. What you could do, if you want to support it, to subscribe to that channel as well. So there's nothing else going on but music uploads. So there's no postings or anything because it's an automatic generated channel by YouTube, and they do not permit the artists to actively interact there. So the only thing you can do there is to listen to or watch the videos, listen to the music, and hit the like button. That would be great, of course, because it also gives some visibility. Other than that, I am already on Spotify and everything, but it takes a couple of days most likely to get access to the artist account so that I can set that up properly and all this, and that has to be done on a proper way as well. So there's things to come, and there is a couple of things being set up in the meanwhile. So there's no such as standstill because obviously now the next steps are coming in producing more music and uploading them properly in the license tool, getting rid of my own copyright issues. And yes, I will have copyright issues in the first place because yes, it's my tracks, but YouTube doesn't recognize that I'm the artist as the World of Ragos, even though I'm now an official YouTube topic. But the point is that I have to understand that I need to always now claim my own rights as the artist, so that my tracks on YouTube itself on the channel are getting monetized. So that I don't lose the monetization on this, or that I don't get a copyright banger or something from YouTube like that. So that is quite some extra little things to go around. So yes, I will get copyright claims on my own 14 tracks that already are on YouTube. And so I have to work on that, and it will be fine, and it will be cool to get that sorted out and done. But it takes always a couple of days until the strike is, or until the issue is gone again. Normal things to happen, semi-automated, and that is how it is these days, how this will going to work. And yeah, so again, for me, it's a big day, to be honest. I never saw that coming when I started this whole YouTube thing at all. So I never thought that I would ever produce my own music or that I would even license and legalize it, so to speak, and that it will be not only on YouTube but also on sources like Spotify, sources like Apple Music and all that, Amazon Music. You can all find it already there. The first couple of tracks are there. The others will be all uploaded until next week, Tuesday, the 26th, when all the tracks will be live. So that will include that will include all the tracks that already are on my private channel on this one. And yes, I will keep this channel. So the artist channel will be independent from myself. So from this one, because I didn't want to match them simply because of I want to keep this community. I want to keep part of the community independent from any artist profile. So therefore, I will keep this profile running as you know it. Most likely, my tracks will be not necessarily for members only anymore, because I have to pre-release them first on the relevant platform so that I can actually then put them on YouTube and stuff like that. So I have to think about something else for the members to have released first, and we'll consider that done sometimes this week. I have to go through that, and yeah, it is a matter of years now that those things have grown. Jesus, it is always going off. That these things have been grown, and that these things have been taken away, went their own way, and went their own did their own journey. And it is I'm thrilled to have this opportunity having it, knowing that there is a certain way to go until you have to learn a lot, and it is a lot of self-understanding, and it is a lot of self-developing. But on the other hand, it is really cool that things are going the way that they are going now. So therefore, very, very happy that you guys have the opportunity to witness that today, kind of, this little live release on those platforms. And I'm going to show you a little bit how it looks like in a bit. So when we have maybe 2 or 3 more people coming. And other than that, it is, of course, cool to see the own name on those major platforms. I mean, obviously, to the world, it means nothing, but to me, it definitely needs the world to have those things live. And it is for sure not something that you celebrate every day to be live on those major platforms. Me, as a tiny little mini producer, so to speak, who is not important to the music world at all. But on the other hand, it is a great feeling to have that achieved. And it is all hard work. And if you guys remember, there's no label behind me. There's no team behind me in regards of doing any merchandising, marketing, or whatever. So I do that all on myself, and this posts and all that things. So I do that all by myself. Obviously, ChatGPT is a big helper on that, but I'm not the one who is having this huge record company behind me, and not the one who is actually having this. I'm not a major star or whatever. God, thank God, actually, so I can live in privacy. But again, it is a big thing for me, to be honest, having that. And yeah, always nice to see that things sometimes can grow in a total different direction than you thought. But things are growing, and I'm very happy about that. Hey, Savis, good evening. Happy Vice Friday to you. Very nice for you of you to come. Thank you so much, and highly appreciating it. And don't call me sir. I'm not a sir indeed. Just say Ragos or whatever you want to say, but please don't call me sir. We are not that formal here. So we are very cool. We're very cool people. And yeah, so Matter of fact is, don't call me sir. Look, this is already getting gray, so Santa Claus is around the corner. If you call me sir, there's going to be white in 2 seconds. So, uh, we had, I'm a total chilled out person, yeah. So, um, I used to live in the UK for quite a while, and I went to the US quite sometimes. And when you are in a hotel or something, they never call you by the name. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was like, oh, there you go again. You're always sir when they want something from you. Like in the States, for instance, when you go to a hotel, the more sir they say, the more tip they expect. Ah, oh, Savis, thank you so much for asking. I'm having the best day ever, to be honest. Well, not ever, but I mean, I thought the monetization is a big thing, but today is an even bigger day for me personally. Being perfectly honest, my music that I have created, that is also available on my channel, obviously, is now also available on platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and everything. So I'm an officially licensed Spotify artist, Apple Music artist, YouTube Music artist, and all that. So it's all listed there now. You can also have a look on my channel board if you like to. So in case if you're not at Spotify or something, there's also a way to watch it on YouTube and support me on that way. So now YouTube has created a channel for me, which is independent from this one, which is called the World of Ragos Topic. So I'm an official topic now on YouTube. Whoop whoop. And yeah, there you can actually listen to all the tracks that are already there. There's more to come. There's produced 14 so far, and they're all on the way to be released until next week, Tuesday the 26th. But also, no, don't. No, please. Jesus Christ. Sabis, stand in the corner and be ashamed now for at least 10 seconds. Oh, this sir thing. Ah, Lord have mercy over myself. No, so it is an automatic thing. So it's not that me now getting the red carpet or something in the Grammys, of course not. But it is a good to know that all the music that I'm doing or that I did is licensed now, fully licensed, and now automatically broadcasted on I don't know how many platforms. And but the most important thing is the major ones are there. It's on Amazon Music, on Apple Music, YouTube Music, obviously Spotify is there as well, and you can find me there all under the name of the World of Ragos. Or and I'll pin that link here in a minute. If you go to the World of Ragos topic, it's a channel that YouTube created automatically. Then you can actually bookmark that. You can do as a normal channel you would be, just that there is no chat or no other interaction like it is here. And you can actually subscribe to that one, and you can there listen to the music for free or without any extra subscription or something. But the really cool thing is that you can now use music of the World of Ragos for your shorts, and that is really cool because the thing is that that is no monetization problems or any copyright issue for that, because the so the shorts are kind of measured differently. So in the end of the day, the cool thing is you can look at you can create your shorts, whatever you do, photo, picture, and or video or dance thing, and you can if you then look for music, you just type the World of Ragos, and then you choose one of the tracks that is there, you put it on there, and we all happy. I get some little recognition because my track is then going down there, and by the way, you can see the example on my shorts that I put today, with the announcement that I'm now on Spotify and stuff. So if you go to that short, I'm going to show it in a minute. Then you can actually see announcement, Spotify and stuff, and also well, I will not do it with sound, but you can see the title running down there, the World of Ragos, da 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 da. That is how it looks like then. So yeah. Mm, trying to get a foot into the door and trying to obviously try to you know have a little hello there and have a little see what I can do thing and see what I can maybe do as a next step. Maybe there's some little extra earning because I know it takes ages until any money comes forever. But it is not the main issue for me, thank God, because mainly I did that to for the fun, and that's why I produce music for the fun part to see what is growing there, what you can when you start with a blank screen on FL Studio, and when then the track is ready, when you then realize, wow, this is really cool, then you do some final adjustments, which sounds like very easy now. It is like, you know, um, and in the end of the day, it is a really cool achievement to go through that stuff. And yeah, therefore, I'm very happy to have that celebrated today. Oh, and thanks for the ads. That for sure brings me $500 million extra. Lily, my darling, hello, my dear. Happy Vice Friday. Believe it or not, tomorrow is weekend again. Isn't that nice? And Lydia is in the building. Hello, my darling. Hello, Lydia. Sipeti is in the building. Kirky Lily is in the building. Savis is in the building. Hello, everyone. And daddy greetings. Gosh, that is almost as bad as being called sir. Yeah, thanks so much for coming. I'm just talking a little bit about the big news today. That as by this early morning, German time, my music and the World of Ragos is officially listed on such platforms as Spotify, as Apple Music, as Amazon Music, and all that stuff. And I've realized you can even buy the stuff on Amazon. Can you believe it? I saw some of my tracks there already, and there's a price behind it. You can buy them for $1.97 per track. Ah, what message? Where? Having a problem to send me messages where? Huh? Kirky Lily, sending me messages where? Where's the problem? You mean the one on Instagram that I didn't answer yet? I'm so sorry. I was brutally busy these days, and yeah, I have to. There's quite some stuff that I have to answer to be honest, I'm a bit behind, and my apologies. Please do not manslaughter me. That would be very sad. Yeah. So today again, it's a big day, and yeah, I'm personally celebrating a little bit for myself just today. There's no big thing to do. Uh, hey, to rain, namaste, and well, okay, no worries. I mean, you can just dance for yourself, and enjoy just being here. And no worries, no stress. There's no stress in answering. We don't measure how many messages you write, so don't worry about that. And yeah, I'll later open my microphone so that then you don't even have to write. Then you just pop up here, and then we have a little chat. So yeah, again, for me today is a huge, big day. And I want to show you something real quick because I think for me, it looks awesome. Having that. Obviously, I have to share it with you because it is not completely ready yet, but obviously, it is on a very good way to be there. So let me just put this up and see. Share screen, share window, Spotify Premium, and share. And there we go. So this is, well, this is the current view because I don't have access yet to my artist profile, but this will change very soon, and then there will be all information and all that you know. So this is the world of Rago. So it is now official that I am on Spotify. So my tracks are on Spotify. Hallelujah. So let me get this away a little bit, if that is possible. No, it is not. No, that is not the way that I wanted. Let me see. Anyway, so this is how it looks like on Spotify at the moment with the Goga Airplane, but that will change. I'll put my own logo in there, obviously. And then, yeah, you will see a couple of things coming up there. You see my information I still have to put there and all that stuff. So these are the tracks that are currently online. So you can see them here. It's still kind of, I wouldn't say naked, but it is kind of not yet set up properly because, as I said, I'm still waiting for the access to that. And then that always takes a day longer or two. But the first couple of tracks are online now. It's 6 of them on Spotify. And the others will be coming within the next couple of days until Tuesday. Next week, they will be all on there. And of course, I'm already in production mode as well, as always. And therefore, this is how it looks like. And yes, so here is what you do. You cannot just take the Spotify thing and use it in shorts. What you do is you create a short, as you do on your smartphone. So here's me. Sorry for that. Don't get scared. So what you do is you go to you create a short as you do, right? And as you create a short, you can always decide on the music that is on YouTube already, right? So you can choose, and then if you normally you have your choice, you do whatever smart music or dance music or whatever. And that music from YouTube Music that is given you for the shorts is legitimate to play without any copyright strike whatsoever, because obviously you can also use David Guetta, you can use Madonna, whatever is on there on YouTube is legitimate for shorts, because shorts, they do another comparison and another measuring than on regular videos, right? And that is why that is there. So the artist, if you stream music, or if you do a shorts with any music of the world of Ragos, you have to type it properly and then you will see my tracks. So if you do a short and you choose music from the world of Ragos, I will most likely get 1 or 2 cents like every 5 years or something. But it is royalty free for you as a user or as a creator in that case, because in the end of the day, you are not so you're not doing any copyright issues if it is shorts, right? Careful if it is shorts. Now it has changed a little bit with the regular music, because now all the music that I've done and that is on my channel is fully licensed. That means that even I will get copyright strikes in the next couple of days coming on the tracks that I've already uploaded, and there are 14 of them. So that means I will, this is the fun part of this, I will have to claim my own copyright on the platform that I'm actually distributing the music with. And therefore, yeah, it will be a fun thing to see when I get the copyright claims on my own music on my own channel. I never saw that coming, to be honest, and I thought that would be an easier way, but no, there's not. So when I produce a track, from now on, I have to wait until it's uploaded in the platform. After being uploaded in the platform, I will have to wait till the copy. Then I have to upload it on the regular channel, like here, and then you will see that I am that is coming in the channel here regularly, right? As you know. But also, again, on YouTube, I'm now officially a topic. Whoop, whoop. Let me just get this done. Let me just get this on the screen real quick for you guys, so that you can bookmark it, or that you can even subscribe. So there's a new channel that YouTube has created automatically. The world. I will short this up. TWOR topic. There you go. So what you can do, you can subscribe to the pinned message, to the pinned link. That is the direct link to the World of Ragos topic. It sounds so important, right? Let me show you that screen really quick so that you have an idea how this looks like when you have a look for it. So let me put this up. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. There you go. So this is how it looks like when. Oh no, wait, this is wrong. Let me put this up. So this is how it looks like when you have when you go to the World of Ragos topic. Unfortunately, I cannot change anything there as a banner or something like that. This is automatically created by YouTube. So, and if you see, now the good thing is, when I go on this track here, for instance, I'll do that without sound this time. There's all information in here. Oh, this is 69 views. Whoop, whoop. And this is only online there 11 hours. So all the information are provided here already. You see, provided by Amuseo AB, which is Amuse.io. This is the platform, actually. This is the title and the artist. This is me. Released on the 21st, which is surprisingly today, this morning, or 11 hours ago, actually. So, and then obviously artist, composer, that's all me. So this track thing here and everything is auto-generated, and the copyright and everything you see, as you see. This channel has been created by YouTube automatically. So this is now an official artist channel of myself, which I cannot do, which I do not have any influence on, obviously, because this is just totally automatically generated. On Spotify, however, I do have influence on, so I'm waiting for access to get there. And then there's nothing else. So on this channel, there will only be the videos. So coming up, or the tracks coming up, and as you see, the same format that they are already on my channel. So if you don't mind to subscribe to this channel as well, the only thing that you cannot do on this one is to comment or something. So you can still put the thumbs up, and of course I would appreciate that big time. And no, it is not. So this is when you are an official artist, or when you are registered as an official artist, when your music is fully licensed and everything, then, and when you put it on those platforms and they distribute it for you. So so here's how it works. I have a platform that is called Amuse.io, and no, it is not amusement only. Trust me, it's a lot of work to get those things done. So I pay a certain amount there per year, which is super fair, being honest, if I consider how fast they are. So when I upload the track there, it gets distributed to all those platforms that are there. Not only the 5 that I've mentioned, but a lot more platforms. And that means that obviously it also ends up in YouTube Music, for example. And that is then when this channel is automatically created, like the World of Ragos topic. So that's what they do automatically. There's this total AI process. So there's no one sitting there doing that. So the distributor is putting the platform is, I upload the music, I do the cover art and all that stuff. I upload it there. Then, whoops, off you go. Then it gets uploaded. It takes between 24 hours and 10 days, depending on if you set a certain date that it should be released. And then, therefore, today we have only 6 tracks in here. Until next week, Tuesday, it will be all 14. And then, so YouTube is creating this as the World of Ragos topic. So I'm now an official topic on YouTube. Ooh, how important that is, and how important that feels, So as you see, it is just started today. So 6 subscribers, 7 videos already on there. And the others will follow the next couple of days until Tuesday included. And every new track that I'm now creating is first going to the platform. where it is then automatically forwarded to all these platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and so on and so on. Mm, and then I will have access to some of those on YouTube here on this one. I have no influence. The only thing I could do is to make a hey Winston. So I will come to you in a second. Let me just finish this real quick. So nice to see you, bro. Um, my arch enemy of the crowns is in the building. So so this is how it looks like on YouTube. On YouTube, if you look for the World of Ragos, so you will now find my channel, the regular one that you now watch, and you will now from today on, you will find me as a very official the World of Ragos topic, as my music is now fully licensed and available not only on YouTube Music but also on platforms like Spotify, Deezer. What else is there? Apple Music, Amazon Music. Yes, you can even download the tracks there and buy them. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. I never thought I'd see a price tag behind my behind my name. Yeah, you know. But on the other hand, crowns are better. Crowns are better, Winston. You know what I'm saying? Crowns are better because you're not having a crown today. So yeah, that is how it looks like when you do this kind of stuff. So and I will also give you a hint on Amazon. I mean, I'm very proud, to be honest. I mean, of course, for the world it means nothing, but to me it really means the world. Being brutally honest, it was a long journey, and I mean, I thought, and that's what I said earlier. I thought the monetization is a big deal, which it is, obviously, to get there and to get the permission to get the super stickers and all those things, and get the how do I say, the advertisements, you know, the ads and all that. It is nice, but that is only because of me being on YouTube and putting something on there. But now on those platforms, you know, Spotify and Deezer and Amazon Music and all that, that is because I've created something. Again, it might not mean much to the world, but to me it means everything because it's all self-created. It's all composed by myself. There was no AI included in anything, and therefore, again, for me it's a milestone. For me, it's a big thing. But I did that mostly for myself, and if two or three people also like it, I have nothing against that. So you know, if you want to share some love or something, then thank you so much, Winston. Thank you so much. So if you want to share some love, I've pinned the link up there in the chat. If you want to subscribe there, that would be awesome. For you, there is no extra things to do. The only thing you cannot do is set comments because YouTube automatically cuts that off. And I will step by step also put some other links on the wall posts on YouTube so that you can see the other things, the other links that are there. So again, for the YouTube Music and you using it for shorts, and that is only applying for shorts, not for anything else. For that you have to ask for permission, otherwise you get a little copyright issue there. So I've sent you another link, Simon, by the way. Maybe try that one. So if you create a short of max 30 seconds, I believe it is, with a picture or whatever you do there, YouTube gives you music on their platform. So you can use music on YouTube, on your shorts, whatever they provide to you, right? So that is what YouTube provides to you for shorts. And in that case, shorts has got a total different comparison and a completely different measurement by YouTube than regular videos and or live sessions. Now, here's the thing. If you create a short and you put music of the World of Ragos there, I don't even know if that is your taste. I have no idea. But if you did, then let me show you how that works. Let me have a look on that really quick, so that you can see what I'm talking about. Shorts. All right, here you go. Let me just go on share the screen again, just that you see what I'm talking about, because yeah, there you go. So this is the short. Let me just put that a little bigger. So this is the short that you see. And as you see here in the bottom, here, there, where the mouse goes, if you see it, there goes the World of Ragos Iron Veins original track. That is running there at the moment. Let me just put on the sound for just a second. Does it work? Oh, no, it doesn't. But not important. So this is actually how it looks like when you are on my short, and you can like it and stuff like that, as you do. But here in the bottom, you see here the World of Ragos, now also officially on Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon, and so on and so on. And below that, there's always the music track running, right? So there you now see my music is on YouTube. So I pulled this from the YouTube library, and it is there since a couple of hours, since like early morning today, and therefore that is now popping up there. Now, if you choose any track from whatever artist that is listed on YouTube Music, on Shorts, there is no copyright problem whatsoever. And you will see that on, if you ever see something on copyright, on Shorts is a total different story. You can test it out, actually, if you want to, with any track, not only with mine. So, for instance, if you decide to use a track from the World of Ragos, there are several on YouTube Music already. You can put them there, and you can put them on. You can put it on your Shorts by mobile phone and all that stuff. You might see that there's something coming up if it is a longer short, some copyright thing, but that's again, they would say, "Oh no, it's a different story. Don't worry about it. It's just a short, something like that." So I had that once, and don't worry about it. It's all cool. So Shorts again is a total different story in regards of music, as long as it is on YouTube library, right? As long as it is on YouTube Music, you're cool, right? So there's no problem with that at all. But also, again, if you are on, if you create a video and you want to use one of those tracks, you have to ask permission first, because then I can make sure that the copyright strike of you guys, in case if there's something coming, can be wiped. So that is up to the artist and that kind of me. So, and again, for a lot of people, it might not mean a lot, but for me, it means the world being on those platforms since today. And I have to say, it's a good feeling having those opportunities to, um, having people watching this, knowing that there's maybe one or two people who might like to listen to this a bit more early or a bit more intensively and all that stuff. So just that you guys know, this is my world, so to speak. This is my world. Let me give you the blue jacket, Mr. Winston, so that you don't feel that cold when you next time come here again and steal other people's crowns. So yeah, so that is as of today, and yeah, I'm very happy about that, to be honest. And it is, again, for the world, it might not mean a lot, but for me, it means the world. Matter of fact, it was a long way to get there, and it was a lot of work. And yeah, Winston, and you better, my friend. This is my place. How did you call it? This is my kingdom, my friend. I don't even need a crown. You see what I mean? um, no, but it is a great day, I have to say. This morning when I woke up and I saw, so yesterday evening I uploaded all the tracks that I've done so far, this 14 ones, and now I'm waiting for my own copyright strikes because I'll get 14 of them for sure. That is the other side of the medal. So you have to obviously I can upload my own music because I'm the artist and the creator and all that stuff. But the funny thing is, and this is really true, I will get copyright strikes not strikes. I get copyright claims in the first place. It's not a copyright strike. A strike is something totally different. So I get copyright claims on my own music because it is officially now licensed, listed, and all that stuff. And that means I have to go to my platform where I uploaded the music to then clean up my channel via that platform. And then a couple of days later, that's all gone. But yeah, they would have a lot of fun with me in the future because I what I want to do is to make what I want to do is this. In the future, I will still be producing tracks, and that is really what I want to put my main focus on. To be honest, also for this channel, still I will do my live sessions and all that stuff, but I really want to focus more on producing and yeah, Winston, that is absolutely true. And that is regardless if it is me doing music, you building your private red light district bar in the cellar over there. Just kidding, man. Or people raising kids, or people building a house, or people having a new job, whatever it is, something that you have achieved, something that you have worked for, and when then there is some kind of outcome, whatever it is extremely a great feeling. I have to say, it is a great feeling, and as I said a little earlier, I thought the monetization part was big, which it is obviously for every creator or for every YouTuber who is on a journey to get monetized and all that stuff. But I think it is really a big thing to create something really by yourself, like I do with my music. I cannot build anything, Winston. I'm not like you. I'm more like two left-handed, if that makes sense. So that is my life. I'm better with the sounds and the hearing and all these things, and yeah, and I don't expect to get rich of this, obviously, because I'm not David Guetta or something like that. But it is it. I do it, and mainly I do it for myself. Period. And I do it because I love doing what I do. And if there's then two or three people who might like it as well, then I'm happy. And if not, it is. At least I'm on those platforms by myself now. So, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. Maria is in the building and is member for a month. Thank you so much, my darling. Hello, my dear. Happy Vice Friday. And very nice of you to always come. I really appreciate that. And Maria, you have to start something you have to start some streams at lunch, your time, so that I'm also able to watch without having matches at the eyes to look like dead, but sleeping. You know what I mean? Good to see you, my dear. Feel hugged, feel embraced, and let me also say hello to Smoky Hot and to Highways, I believe it is. And what is Furahi? Is Furahi? Is that Friday in Swahili? Happy Vice Furahi. That sounds so nice. Better than Friday, even, right? I mean, it has some kind of melody in the word. I like that. That is why I like those languages from other parts of the world, because um, they have so nice melodies. Let me tell you a funny story on this. An Italian friend of mine, former coworker, a good friend of mine, um, he is Italian, and they always do this mafia talk. I have an offer you cannot refuse. But in Italian, obviously. And Italian is a very melodic language, and you see them andiamo, always like that, right? So the interesting thing is, and I thought, and I said to him, "Oh wow, look at that! You have such a great, you have wonderful, this wonderful, sweet language, and this wonderful melody in it, and you're singing it like like a gospel or something, this kind of stuff." And he looked at me and he said something to me in Italian, and I was like, "Oh, that sounded great. What does it mean?" And he looked at me, "You're the biggest butthole in the world." Ah, and I was like, "Okay." And he got me big time with that one because he could really keep a straight face, and so he really got me with that one. And yeah, so he smiled at me while he's saying that, and and I was like, "Okay, so now maybe." He said, "I'm a cool guy," or whatever, or let's have a beer or something. Or well, then I would have understood the word beer, but he looked at me, "No, no, 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 it doesn't mean anything nice." And I was like, "Okay, what was?" "Yeah, it means that you're the biggest butthole in the world." And I was like, "Okay, thank you for being nice enough to explain that to me before I say that to someone and I get beaten up or something like that. Hey, be Korean, good evening, good afternoon, and hello. God's FX is in the building. Hello, my friend. Good afternoon, good evening. So, yeah, for those who are now coming, again, I'm having great news to spread. I'm official artist now, believe it or not. It's not me who's saying that, but all my stuff is now, as by today, available on platforms like Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and all these things. I've put a wall post on that already, but all for those who don't have any of those platforms, you can easily access everything. Yes, really, God's FX. Yes, really. As by today, you can access still the. Um, I put it on my channel wall, but also pinned it here on top. If you would not mind to subscribe there as well. I'm now an official topic on YouTube. Yes, I'm so important. I know, I know, I know. Kiss my ring. um, so it works like I upload the music on the platform. It's fully licensed now, and it's all on my name, and still have the copyright and all that stuff. But the distributor forwards everything to those platforms, Spotify, YouTube Music, and all that things. And what YouTube does automatically when you are on YouTube Music, they also forward that to the regular YouTube, so to speak, on which we sit now, right? So they create an own channel for that artist. It's a pure artist channel, so I have no influence on that channel whatsoever. So I cannot put a banner, and there's no chat, there's no nothing. It's just the music that is up there, the music tracks that you already know from my regular channel. And so that is now the World of Ragos topic. Jesus, I'm so important. But the cool thing is that there is only the music. There's no other stuff like on this channel. So this channel will remain independent from the other. I could actually merge them, but I don't want to do that because then I would have to. Jesus, thank you so much. Really appreciating it. Thank you, Binai. Uh, thank you so much. And it is not. It is not even. And it is not even. It is not even Friday yet. Oh. Now tomorrow I can get a huge drink. Thank you so much. Okay, Simon, you have a great evening. Thank you so much for coming. But I'll keep talking as well to you. Don't worry. And yeah, so then they automatically create this. Yes, I'm on YouTube Music as well. So you are on I create the music. It's on a platform, and then that platform automatically distributes it to all these other things like Apple Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon Music. So it's available all over there. And YouTube Music is, yes, so you can find me on YouTube Music as the World of Ragos with all 14 tracks that I've done so far that are already on my regular channel on this one. And this one I will keep regular, independent from the artist one. And on this artist, I'm going to show you that again, just that you guys know how it looks like, just in case. Bear with me. I'm just going to put that up again, and then you know how this looks like when you look for it. Or the pin is sorry, the channel is pinned on top of the chat, but I'll show you that just again, just in case, just again, so that you can have a look on this and see how this looks like in real life. And I'm a bit proud of it, so I have to show off a little bit today. I hope you guys don't mind. And then, so this is the World of Ragos topping. This is how it looks like. This is what YouTube makes out of this. So this is the topic channel. And then there's no banner, there's nothing, right? As you see, I have no influence on this part as well either, unfortunately, but well, it is how it is. So these are the tracks that are in there. And as you see, there's nothing else but that. So, but though in the tracks here, just to show you one example, if you scroll down and open everything, so there's everything in there, right? As you see, There is the platform that I'm using for the distribution, and copyright the world of Ragus. Why this therapy? I have no idea. The release date, or on YouTube it was today. Producer, mix artist, composer. So this all is auto generated by YouTube due to the fact what I put on the platform where I originally upload the music. So that is how it looks like um, on YouTube itself. If you are looking for the world of Ragus now, I'm becoming it. So this is not my profile. It's kind of my profile because it's my music on it, but I have no influence on the what is on there, what is up there with the banners and all that stuff. So I have no influence on that. But if you look for YouTube music and you go there, and then is it showing? Yeah, it shows, I think. So, and then if you put the world of Ragus, so then you see top results. It's the latest song. That's why. So this is YouTube music. So you can find it there. You can go on songs, and there's all my tracks. Well, whatever they put. Why I have no idea why they put Nirvana there, but it is how it is. Then you put albums or videos or whatever things, and so yeah, I don't know why they declare this albums, but it is how it is. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks on there now. Why is this in my thing? I have no idea. But Trolls Band Together, I have no idea who they are. But anyway, these are the tracks that are now on YouTube Music officially. And then obviously they're also on, again, Spotify. Let me show you something, guys. This is amazing. Amazon. So if you go to Amazon, the world of Ragus, there you go. There, it's already there as well. So you have now, and I have to say it's a bit weird seeing that that you have a price tag now on on those tracks. So yeah, so this is now because it's licensed, is you can even download it as MP3, or you buy €1.20, you pay €1.29. I don't know how much that is in dollar, maybe 130 or something, 135 to buy the track if you want it. But if you want to have the total free version of this by just listening it, you can just go to YouTube itself, and you can bookmark. And again, it's bookmarked already on top of the chat, and you can just go there and what did I want to say? Oh yeah, you just go there and subscribe to the channel, and then you can let it run in a row. And also get a few cents out of that. So in case if you're not on Spotify and stuff, feel free. Nevertheless, it's a big moment. Again, it's a big moment for me, to be honest. I never saw that coming when I joined this community in February, beginning of March, that a couple of months later, I would actually be on these platforms with my own music. I never even saw myself creating music until 2.5 months ago, I believe, do it on myself. And therefore, yeah, it is how it is. And let me just say hello. I see a couple of new people coming here. Priscilla is in the building. Hello, Miri, my darling. Chirono Keme is in the building. We have Beth Attie's Kitchen. We have Attie's Kitchen in the building. We have, oh Lord, all these people think, where are you guys coming from? Did I miss a raid or something? No, I hope not. That would be embarrassing. And yeah, so if you guys go to any of these platforms, God's FX became a member. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you so much indeed. And may your pot brim with abundance. Thank you so much for coming, bro. And thank you so much for joining. And yeah, it is, again, it's a big day for me. And it is, again, for the world, it means nothing, but for me, it means the world. I think I couldn't phrase it any better than that. So, yeah, some kind of pre-Friday celebrations, if you will. And also, of course, to be honest, Jesus Christ, bro, did you have payday already or something? Thank you so much for for doing that. So let's see who is member. Who became a member? Black Hole Sun became a member. Queen Selection became a member. Health Tips with Uloma became a member. Winston became. This is not true. Come on. Winston. God's FX. We have to plead to YouTube that you can actually choose who is going to be a member. Winston, the crown thief, the biggest crown thief of all. The guy who is not even pretending to be Robin Hood and all that stuff. Nope. Mr. Winston, the crown thief of all, becomes a member for free. This is awesome. God's FX, thank you so much for that. I'm highly appreciating it. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. And Winston is now, he is now like the Godfather, you know, the Black Godfather. He's now, Ragos, I told you, I am the king of the kingdom. What is your channel worth? Nothing, 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 nothing. Now, go away. Winston, I swear to God. He's, yeah. Now look at that. Now he's just sitting there, you know, he's like, Ragos. You're not even worth the dust under my shoe when I work. You are not even worth the dust under my shoe. You know, now go to your little parking space called the world of Ragos. Go. Because I don't even have an offer that you cannot refuse. Now he's calling all the Italians. Ha! Look, guys, you can learn from me. I did it again, you know, the Ragos guy. I tricked him on his own channel. You see, that is Winston. I tell you. That is what's going to be written in the mafia news all over the place. Winston did it again. Winston, don't worry, bro. I'm just playing around. You're taller than me, so you know I better have some hiding, some escape plans just in case if you ever come to Munich, you know, so that I can run. And yet, oh, the barcode that I had to delete them. I had to delete them because obviously they were fake, right? So there were is not a real barcode, obviously, because those uploads and they are still on this channel. So those barcodes, they're fake, obviously. So there was no barcode. You have to create them on Canva or something. They're all fake barcodes because until today, or until the day before yesterday, my music was not licensed. So that was just sorry. So the barcodes are all faked. And in the end of the day, well, bro, Winston, if you want to come, you know, Oktoberfest is just around the corner. Tell your missus you have to do some. You have to meet the beer sommelier to taste good beer for your bar at home. So the Waikiki bar or whatever it's called there. For that, you have to do a work trip to Munich to meet His Unholiness Pope Ragos Primus, the beer pope, and then I can show you around. We do a man day. Then you can have decent beer again. The wife is happy, you know, and then you have to buy some jewelry, obviously, in Munich, so that you can signal ships after that, you know. That's what I mean. So, and by the way, that joke is not for me, I have to say. For that, the credits go to the mighty and late Don Rickles, of course. I love this joke when he did this. Yeah, I have to buy jewelry for my wife so that you can signal ships. Brilliant joke. Not from me, unfortunately, but Don Rickles, may rest in peace, one of the greatest, in my opinion. So, where were we? Yeah, so SFX, if you want to create those things, you can do that. But if you want to, I can give you a stronger piece of advice. If you create music and you want to distribute it, and if you want to have it legalized in regards of license, don't put any logo. I had to remove my World of Ragos, the record part, and I had to remove my barcodes because those platforms like Amazon and Spotify and stuff, they could think that I'm already distributing the music somewhere else because of the barcode. So I had to remove them entirely on the platforms. So you can still see those original covers on sorry on my on my regular channel here, but on the others you will see the difference if you go to the World of Ragus topic on YouTube, mm, or Spotify or whatever. You will not see those emblems there anymore. So you will not see those barcodes anymore, and you will, except one, you will not see that little vinyl on top right anymore because I had to remove it. But thank God to Canva, they have something called the magic ruler or something. So thankfully, I did not have to do all the artworks again, because the thing is that no, the name, yes, of course, the World of Ragus. Yeah, wait, let me give you one example. Just let me open something real quick. Where is it? I just open one of the pictures real quick so that you know what I'm talking about. All right, let me just share this real quick so that you know what I mean. Let me just open that real quick. Share screen. Slides. No, wait. Oops. Image file. Image file. Image file. Image file. Image file. I'm gonna go with this one. So as you hopefully, so there you go. So this is how the cover looks now, right? So this is how the cover looks now on the official channels, like all these platforms that I'm now. So this is how it looks now. Before, there was the logo that you see here regularly on the top right hand side of the live stream. There was the logo, the record, the little record thing, and then there was on the bottom here was the barcode. So I had to remove both of those. Obviously, the World of Ragus is still there because I'm the artist, and Iron Veins, the title, is also there as well. So when you upload it then to those official platforms, you have to then obviously write the titles and all that things, and artist name and all that, and who is the creator, who is doing this, who is doing that, and that is then so you have to remove those, because otherwise they will not get permitted for upload. Let me just switch on some light here. So they will not get permitted for upload at all. So they get rejected in the first place, and then you have to. Why is this light so weird? And so they get rejected in the first place, but then you get the. But then you have to. That's why I had to redo 13 out of 14 artworks for the covers, because they were originally with a barcode and all that stuff. So yeah, let me just say hello to Helena Koya and to Chidimeum family. I hope that you had a good birthday 2 days ago. Congratulations again for your birthday. I hope you had a good evening, and I'm sorry I could only show up relatively short, but I really had work to do and stuff. So, and also some things here, but yeah, Anastasia Bless is in the building. Obviously, how would I forget my wonderful chopping queen, the biggest and wonderful, nicest prayer in the building. Also, I would like to, yeah. So this is all about what happened today and what is going on in the world of Ragus, so to speak. So yeah, Winston is here again. The number one crown thief, not only of the channel of Goga, but also obviously in the other worlds that are there on what he calls his kingdom, And I know exactly what's gonna happen again tomorrow. Mafia post headline: I did it again. I tricked Ragus again with a free membership gifted by someone else. as a matter of scareness, because everyone is scared of Winston, that little mafia guy there, like having his own bar. I know exactly what's going on in his bar. I can tell you, he's not having a bar there. No, 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 no. This is his epicenter of brain on how to trick Ragus on a daily basis. I can, I have, no, obviously it's a joke, but I have to say that meeting Winston on Goga's channel was one thing, and then he was in I believe it was Red's Room channel, or no, it was Goga's channel again, where we had this little crown battle the other day, and it was really fun. And he's a good sports, obviously, and he then of course he beat my little white butt again in another channel, and then I thought, to quote Goga, he always says, I give up, I give up, I give up. I strike. I put down the weapons and put down all the things that you need to defend yourself. I just run away. So yeah, it is how it is, and he's a fun guy. You all saw him on Goga's channel, and please also visit his channel. Subscribe to him if you haven't done so already, because it's definitely fun there to be. And SFX, no worries. I read. If you need any music advice on these kind of things, my friend, I'm now unofficially a very trained music lawyer, because the last couple of weeks before I started uploading it for release, for official release, like, for licensing and everything, there was a lot of material I had to go through. I had to learn, where does it make sense to license it, where not, where is it not super expensive, where can I afford it, where can I pay something but I get the 100% royalties of the money, the 100% money of the royalties. Where do I get which platforms is this worth to upload, where does it not make any sense, like for some track in somewhere North Korea or somewhere where they don't have internet anyway, but those kind of things you have to do a lot of research on. What is allowed, what is not allowed, where on which platforms do I actually have access to create them a little bit myself, like the things, the artworks, the information that you put and all that stuff. Because on YouTube, as you saw, on the YouTube topic, which is now called, they put nothing. They just put the music, that's it. No contact details whatsoever, no link to the channel. So the only option I would have to have influence on that by myself is to create the so-called official YouTube, so the OAC, the official artist channel, which means they would merge the artist channel that I showed you with this channel, which then means I would have still full influence, but that would also mean I would have to reduce all other activities to the minimum. So there's no more live talk, there's no more live DJing just because I want to. That channel would then 95% have to be music related only. Everything else YouTube would not accept, and that would be a huge amount of problems. So I've decided to rather accept that I don't have any influence whatsoever on the channel, on this topic channel thing that I pinned up here in the chat, and which I would be happy if you subscribe to. But on the other channels like Amazon and stuff, Spotify, at least I have minimum influence on that, so that I can actually use this for that kind of thing. So there's a lot of things you have to think about if you produce, and once you decide to go live in regards of those platforms, because everything has to be licensed, everything has to be with the rules not only of you, because you're the creator, yes, but if you once you upload it publicly, and I'm not talking about your private YouTube channel, which this is, and which this will remain, but it is a matter of fact that once you are listed in all those platforms, you have to play with their rules in regards of artworks, in regards of the sound, how many kbps, and so on and so on and so on and so on. There's a lot of things to think about. There's a lot of things that you need to understand by law, kind of a little bit, so that you know that Okay, I cannot do, if I do explicit languages, it will not be necessarily available for everyone at YouTube at the same time, not for everyone in Spotify, not in every country of this world, and all these things. So, in theory, um, my music is now, as far as I understand, so it's on all usual, I think it's on 15, 16 platforms now or something automatically. And it is, in theory, available in 249 countries. If that includes North Korea or Soviet Union or whatever, I have no idea, to be honest. But in theory, it's available in 249 countries. It will be interesting to see on, especially on platforms like Spotify and Deezer, where those views are coming from. And you see that they're in real time. A friend of mine who is a musician as well and who is on Spotify, he told me, "Oh, I know that you're watching my video, my stream right now." I said, "Well, how do you know?" "Yeah, because you're the only one from Munich there at the moment." And that's what I was like, Jesus. So Spotify does it in real time, right? So YouTube, I have no idea, because I would love to see where people are watching from. It is on your regular channel, it's possible. As you know, you go to your statistics, you go to your studio and all that, but it is not necessarily on that platform. I have no access to at all here on YouTube, on the YouTube topic channel. Ooh, a topic on YouTube. Guys, you can ask for autographs later. I'll do a press conference tomorrow, and then. However, it's again, it's a great moment, for me personally, and again, for the world, it might mean nothing, but for me, it means the world. It's been a long way to get there. And again, half a year ago, I didn't even think of producing, or I was thinking about it, but I was like, oh, how do I do that? And then I have to learn all this software and da 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 da. Actually, I would have to thank YouTube for this, to be honest, because if they did not deny my monetization in the first place, most likely I would have never really started. So I started like doing this production thing, learned it brutally, and so it was sleepless nights to just learn the software. I started with Ableton, and then I almost threw out my computer out of the window, believe it or not, because it was like, Jesus Christ. I don't want to use the F word right now, right? But gods, I hope that you washed it before. Otherwise, the smell of alternative breathing before Friday is maybe not the best idea. However, I then ended up with FL Studio. And for those who were online past Sunday in the morning, I even let you watch how it looks like on my screen when I create a track and all these things. Not from scratch, but I think the last 2.5 hours or something like that. So, Jesus, SFX, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Now I have pictures and smells in my head that I don't want to have. If I now light this cigarette, most likely because just of what you wrote, the entire building here would explode because, alternative breathing causes earthquakes, my friend. So, yeah, just kidding. No, but on a serious note, there's a lot of things to think about. And 2.5 months ago, I had no idea. I thought, okay, for my content creation, for my watch hours, I create some music. There's no copyright claim whatsoever, blah, 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 blah. 2.5 months later now, I will have exactly that issue for a couple of days, because once the music is on those official licensing platforms that it is now, it's called Amuse AI. IO, I'm sorry. I'm Amuse IO. It's like amusing, so amuse.io. You can license your music there for an annual fee if you want to have it fast. It's like 70 something euro or something a year, which is fair. And okay, now I'm scared. God's FX. Are you by chance from Cologne or something like that originally? Jesus. Anyway, the thing is that once it is up there, YouTube itself does not understand that even though the artist name is the World of Rock, I have to check. What is this? What is this here? This is the only spot that is not gray yet. Well, it will be after God's FX comment from today. So I better shave it off tonight. So so here's what the thing is: the algorithms or the connections from inside YouTube, so to speak, between my channel, The World of Ragus, versus the World of Ragus topic channel that YouTube has automatically created this night. They are not linked together, and they don't talk to each other. So that means YouTube itself, like our YouTube that we use and know, they do not recognize. This is this World of Ragus. Okay, you know. Da, 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 da. This guy gets a copyright warning in the first place, or a copyright issue in the first place. Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't have to bother in that in theory, because the monetization of those tracks already also go to the platform that I'm uploading my music, and they pay me out. Fair enough. On the other hand, I like to keep things clean. So what I have to do is, and this is really true, I never thought this would happen. With my own music, I have to go to the platform that I uploaded it with, and then I have to make sure that the copyright claim is gone. So I have to plead for my own copyright claim on my own tracks on the platform that I uploaded them now for licensing. Yeah, if you have nothing else to do, you make yourself some extra work. That is how it works. That is how it looks like. And yeah, it is how it is. So other than that, it is a matter of fact that it is Thursday. And as you guys all know, Thursday means we have an open microphone session. An open microphone session means that is about time to put the microphone up there. So let me have a look. I'm gonna end the poll. Yeah, microphone is hot. Let's go. All right. Open. Make link. Booms. There you go. I'm gonna replace the pinned message. And for those who want to come up here and say hello, feel free to do so. And if you don't, I'm going to just keep talking. No problem. Today, as you might be able to understand, today I'm in very good moods. And today I'm in very good moods. So you can make all jokes you want to. And you can do that anyway. So, I mean, who cares? And it's Thursday, and as always, Thursday, after a while, I open the microphone. Feel free to come up here. There's no reason to be shy. Everyone has something to say. Juba was up here quite some times now. And so was Goga, obviously, when he's in the building. And also Agatha Chow was up here a few times already. So Winston, why don't you come up here and, we discuss this crown topic in real life? If you're brave enough, and if you want to plead for Oktoberfest asylum in Munich one day, you better make it up to me, my friend. You got a free membership already. So, I mean, what else? What else do you want? You own the entire kingdom. You own the Waikiki bar in wherever dungeon you live there. And, bro, this is your chance to speak to me in real time. So, yeah, whoever wants to come up here again, feel free to do so. Happy to have you guys here, and always happy to see familiar faces on. Yeah. Look at that. What a cheap excuse that is, What a cheap. I thought you were a drill instructor or something, this sergeant thing, or colonel or major or wherever you were. You see, in the civilian world, he's now hiding in the work bunker. He's complaining. He's saying, I'm at work. I cannot. My boss will be angry with me. I'm just kidding, bro. No worries. this is just jokes. But it's nice to have those opportunities to also give a little laugh on you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, every Thursday at the same time. So you'll always have a weekly excuse. Oh no, I'm at work, bro. No, don't worry about it, man. Whenever you can, whenever you want, there's no stress whatsoever. Here's nothing with stress. Here's nothing with stress. I don't want stress on this channel. Not at all, because we all have stress already enough in the real life. And we don't need um, getting on. What do you mean with getting on? I have no idea what you're talking about. Getting on. Did I say anything with getting on? Getting on here means like if you want to say hello, you just come up here and say hello. Getting on here means getting on stage, getting on the panel. Now I think I got your question. And by the way, hello as well. Nice to meet you. And yeah, that's what we do. So Thursdays here in the afternoon or in the evening, my time, from a certain point on, we have an open panel, we have an open microphone. So if you want to come up and say hello, feel free to do so and introduce yourself. Say hello to the people who are here. No one is biting you. That's a good thing on the internet. And other than that, if you have any questions to the music related stuff, if you want any question to the whatever. uh, Bro, all right. I have to say, I didn't see that coming at all. And thank you so much, Winston. And I was not expecting that at all, especially not from the arch enemy of the crown thieves. And thank you so much. I really appreciating that. And I don't take those things for granted at all. Being honest, and I think I said that numerous times already. I really still getting used to the fact that I'm now also able to receive those super chats and all that things, and the memberships and all that. And again, I do not take that for granted at all, because it is not to be taken for granted. I know that I've been to quite some channels and put some colors on the screens as well, but of the ah, taking care of my subjects. Ah, okay, my friend. My friend, what am I supposed to answer on this? Oh, because with the new YouTube regulations, we have to keep it family friendly, as you know, right? So it is very difficult using certain words at this time of the day, I'm afraid. So otherwise, the advertisers, the ads will be having influence on this. Oh, take care of my subjects. Jeez. Okay, I have to admit, my friend, chapeau, raising my head. Congratulations. You definitely got me with that one. That all right. I mean, I didn't see the super chat coming in the first place, but I didn't for sure not see that coming. Now I'm a subject. Winston, next you're gonna do it the other way around, right? You are the guy with the whip making me working quicker, right? Jesus, history is rewritten. History is written and interpreted totally new with Mr. Winston in the building. Lord have mercy over our souls, Winston. Winston, thank you so much. I'm appreciating that. And I'll visit you in your Waikiki by very soon to buy that exact beer that you promised me. So, Lord have mercy over our souls. I see that already coming. I think we have to do a music video of that or something. The remix of Go Down Moses or something like that. But then Winston hunting me, Jeez. And I cannot do all the jokes that just come to my mind. I mean, everyone will understand them, but YouTube regularities and all that stuff. So, bro, I think you're old enough to know Don Rickles, right? You know all the jokes that he did over, on certain topics. The older ones will understand. And unfortunately, I only got aware of him like after he passed. But I thought he was a legend, and he was a big, let's say, influencer of many comedians to come afterwards. But those jokes were just coming into my mind right now, Winston. And I have to say, as much as I would do them, I think we should have a beer offline somehow and have a little chat and see how that goes. And then I think we can do that without any problems whatsoever. But on this channel, it's like you have to keep it family friendly. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but thank you for blowing up my mind with those ideas that I have right now to put that on. I wish I could do a comedy program with that without getting banned from all over the place. So, Lord have mercy over my soul. Winston, thank you so much. Not only for the super chat, but also for, giving me some ideas for laughter. Not on your expense only, don't worry. I'm not like that. But, and if I do, I try to make it in a funny, joking way. I know we don't know each other for too long, but what I can say is that I do jokes to other people's expense. Everyone here knows, but I never do that in the way that someone gets hurt or someone gets, how do I say, hit underneath the belt line, if that makes any sense. Just that you know and that you understand. So there will never be anything seriously against you. It's jokes, and I only do jokes with people who I like. And you seem to be a cool guy, and thank you anyway for coming. I appreciate that, and would also like to say hello to Eve Hakika is in the building. Hello, my darling. It's been a minute or two. I hope you're doing well, and also obviously wishing you a very happy Vice Friday. And Kelly's Heroes, yes sir, Kelly's Heroes, and obviously the wonderful Las Vegas film, and Don Rickles in his 2.5 minute appearance. And yeah, Kelly's Heroes, obviously. Yeah, I saw that film. And I mean, and the good thing is, by the way, those films, if it is a Godfather, if it is anything around that area with Clint Eastwood and all that, I saw all these films because my dad always insisted, okay, if you want to watch that films, no problems. But the videos, and it was VHS back then, we will buy in English, not in German. And I was like, oh, there you go again, Dad. Dad was an English teacher, but that also helped me a lot to learn English. So I saw them all. Okay, but but there are certain limits on YouTube that you cannot do. I mean, obviously, as a white guy, I wouldn't go through certain things, as you know, as a matter of respect in the first place. But also, jokes is jokes, but there are limits, and I don't overgo those lines because I don't want to be treated bad either. So, but I appreciate your sense of humor. Thank you so much indeed, and great you're coming. But those films back then, Kelly's Heroes, these Las Vegas stories, and all these mafia things and all that. My dad always said, okay, we buy the VHS, but we buy them in English. And that is a matter of fact that actually helped me to understand. Now on Netflix, obviously we are in Germany. When you download Netflix, the first option they give you is German, obviously. I always switch it to English right away, whatever I do. If it is YouTube, if it is Facebook, if it is Instagram, all these accounts are in English because in my job, I speak English like 95% of the day because I have to, because it's US American companies. But on the other hand, obviously it is sometimes really weird for me when I go to a beer garden here or something and I have to speak German all the time because all these people are private friends and they are not related to anything that I do in jobs or YouTube or whatever. So they always look at me like, why do you use this in English? I said, yeah, because I'm used to it, Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Let me tell you a funny story. Winston, you might want to listen to this. Talking about army times. I did a 1-year service from 89 to 1990, long time ago. So I never went abroad, never did anything of this things that you had to go through. However, so I was there as a first aider, nurse, or whatever you want to call it. And once we did, in beginning of it was mid-January 1990, in the northwest of Germany, near Wolfsburg, where VW is the original factory. There's a huge military training area. I can send you some maps of that if you want to. And we had actually a huge 1 week training together with the U.S. American, um, U.S. American, whatever. I don't know what kind of, but they were from the fighting part, right? So they had all these funny weapons and all that things. And I'll just have a look for a word really quick because I'm not sure what it is called in English. So bear with me 1 second. So it is called in English the bazooka. Okay, you got you have this. No, it's called Eralicin. That part is called Eralicin. So you know what a bazooka is? You know the thing that you put on the shoulder, boom, and it shoots. So obviously, me as a first aider. Geez, why does it always go back to? Oh, as a paramedic, I think it's a better word. So as a paramedic, I was not allowed to use those weapons. No bazooka, no Uzi, no whatever Kalashnikov, whatever there is, I was not allowed to. Geneva regulations, as you know how it is. So, Vacation Auto, hello, my darling. So, here's the thing. So, me as a paramedic, by Geneva laws, Geneva war laws or whatever it's called, the conventions of Geneva, I think it's called. I was not. Oh, you hear that? The crows are there. You see, the crows are there. Winston, they're there for you. They're looking for you. You see, they're looking for you for the revenge. There you go. See, be aware, my friend. So, we as a paramedics, by the conventions of Geneva, we were of course not allowed as paramedics to use those bazookas, to use tanks or whatever. The only exactly. So the only thing. So if we have a nest with the wounded ones, we will only have. And this is embarrassing to say, allowed to have either a knife or a pistol to defend those who we had to take care of, the wounded ones, the injured ones. However, we were doing this training for a week with the Americans. We were the paramedics; they were the fighting ones. So. And there was a small sergeant major. She was maybe as high as my hip, and I'm not tall. So, and she was commanding all these Schwarzeneggers from the United States, most likely 5 meters tall as you are, and 5 meters wide. And its arms as thick as my legs, and all that stuff. Wonderful guys, by the way. We had a great time. But so she had the command of everyone, also us, the German paramedics. And so in the later afternoon, before sundown, or well, it was winter anyway, but before sundown, they came and they said, like, okay, bro, came one to me. I was 18 years old. I was a kid, literally. Didn't even really have a beard. Now look at this. Winston, you see, this is you. This is all you. Santa Claus is coming in August because of you. Just. However, serious note. So they said, "Hey, bro, you want to shoot the bazooka?" I said, "I'm not allowed to. I cannot, because I'm paramedic. I had the Red Cross here and everything, conventions of Geneva and Geneva conventions and all that stuff. I cannot shoot that." I said, "Oh, yes, you can. Hey, Red's room, my brother. The thief of king is in the house as well." So what happens was, so they said, "Hey, you can take off your blue thing, the beret. You can take off the blue beret, you can take off the blue things, and you can take off the red crosses from the arms. Then you're not a paramedic anymore, and you can shoot." And I said, "Okay, let me ask my sergeant first, just in case." So I went to my sergeant and said, "Hey, Sergeant, they offered me to shoot the bazooka." And he said, "Yeah, go ahead, do what they said, and then you're cool." So I have to say, on the way from our basic camp where I was doing my service, or from the barracks towards this big training area, we took a bus and there was a TV in there and VHS. We watched Rambo 1 to 3. So Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3. That is actually how long the ride went, to get motivated, because it was freaking cold. It was that high snow. I'm not joking. And so we had Rambo, and I was like, yeah, give me that bazooka. Give me that bazooka. Yeah. So, I was like super cool, because the Americans were cool, I have to say. I mean, they were all that tall and good looking and, shoulders like a football field and all that stuff, as you know from TV. So I thought, yeah, let me be cool. Give me that bazooka, bro. And then the one said, yeah, do you know how to shoot that? I said, oh, don't worry, I saw it already how that works, right? Don't worry about that. Just give me the thing. Bro, have you ever shot a bazooka? I said, no, not really, but don't worry about it. I saw my comrades doing that all the time and all that stuff, which was a lie, because I was only in month 4 in the army. I never saw anyone shooting but me, this little pistol that we were allowed to use only for defending the injured in our nest. And this is really a true story. It happened exactly like this. So they said, okay, let me give you a quick security thing so that you know what to do. I said, don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry. Just give me the thing. Let me shoot. 18 years old, no beard, no nothing, no beard, no nothing either. And I was like, okay, let's go. So they gave me the bazooka. And usually you stand, 1 foot forward in front, one back, and you hold it with both hands so that, the thing doesn't hit your head or something like that. Obviously, I did not. I was like, no, let me be cool. Let me be cool. I'm the cool guy. I'm German. I know how to do that. Germany, 40 years ago, we knew how to do that. So I was doing those jokes, and they were funny with it because they did all the German jokes as well. So I took this bazooka. So imagine this bazooka, and I stood there like this. I didn't have a hand in the pocket at least, but I stood there like this, and I was like, let's just shoot. And I was falling all over myself. I was flying 1.5 meters or something with my little butt in the snow. And the bazooka looked out like this. And I was like laying there, and I was like, how the hell did I get you that fast? It was like, yeah. And I had, there was no snow anymore because I was so gluing. I felt so embarrassed all of a sudden. The light, it was winter, it was dark already, but there was light all over the place because of my face. Forget Nagasaki, forget Fukushima. My face was the ultimate glue of the night. And I have to say, I felt so embarrassed. But I also have to say, those comrades from the US Army, they took it with the good sports. They were good sports. They didn't officially laugh at me. They waited until I was gone, I guess. But they were really, hey, bro, you're good. And then we had a good laugh on that. And that's why I always say, the one you have to laugh about yourself in the first place is myself. And yes, Red's Room, it's a long time ago, but yes, I had a bazooka in my hand. I mean, the army one. The other one I'm not talking about because, it's family-friendly channel and all that kind of things. But yeah, so that is how it is. And these stories, and I mean, Winston, come on, you've been in the army way longer than I would have ever thought of being there myself. So I did my 1 year that I had to do, and then bye-bye. But on the other hand, I mean, you can tell all these funny stories. And as you said, you did some things there way across the borders or whatever you do. Come on. I mean, it's army, right? And as long as you don't seriously harass someone or molest someone or something, I think at the end of the day, a couple of years later, you laugh about it. Now, obviously, I still feel the heat in my face when it was obviously gluing because of me being so embarrassed, because like looking like the absolute loser, piece of paper flying in the wind somewhere, and there was no even wind. So yeah, it's okay. It's called the 84. So I don't even know what it was back then. It was just something that had a long pipe, and then boom, off you go. And that is the Flying German, man. They called me the Flying German, not the Flying Dutchman, the Flying German. I think they tried to write a new opera on this just within minutes after that thing happened. Jerry Mohia is in the building. Hello, good evening, my darling. Happy Vice Friday. Yeah, and those memories, they were great. But But I will never forget this little female, and we are talking about 1990, by the way. I don't know how it was in the army back then in the US, but I think there were quite some women in there already, also in the fighting battalions, not only as paramedics or doctors or something. As far as I understand, there were also uh, women already in the fighting battalions. However, um, this female sergeant major, I will never forget. I mean, she had to command her battalion, or there were like 130, 140 soldiers from the US. And she had us under her wings. Obviously, we had all our group sergeants and all that stuff, but she had the major command on everything. And I really have to say, and this is without doing any jokes whatsoever, we're talking about 1990. That is a long time ago, right? She did an awesome job. She did an awesome job. She had everything, uh, whatever happened, and even if a fly farted at the wrong time, she knew about it immediately. Um, that was indeed impressive. And even our company chiefs, sergeants and captains and all that stuff, they were very impressed of her, and even they had to go under her command. I don't know what rank she had, to be honest. I think it was sergeant major or something like that. But she was like really, really, really. She was really like she knew everything, and I think until now she never sleeps. um, she was relatively high ranked, and I think sergeant major is not the lowest rank, right, Winston? To be honest, I think I'm not very sure about the ranks from the US, but I remember one day. Let me give you a story about your brothers from back then. Mm, In the late 80s, early 90s, it was not common sense that everyone had a car with 18, right? And 18, you're with 18 in Germany, you're entitled to drive if you have a driving license. So, so we had this train ticket to go home every weekend if we didn't have to do service. So we did. So what happened was on all these bigger train stations, you saw German military police, you saw U.S. American military police, you saw French and British military police. Remember, it was just 1990, so officially Germany was still within two parts, right? So the Allies were still there, as you know, because you have been to Germany as well. But the Allies have been there in 1990 in full service, right? Because Germany was officially still diverted into four sectors, um, Russians somewhere in the east, thank God, with the wall and all that stuff, and then the French, the Americans, and the Brits. So the Allies were still there, and Germany was diverted into four. Well, Western Germany was diverted into three, because Eastern Germany officially we had no access to because there was the wall, the Russians, um, or the Iron Curtain. So it was always funny because when you become when you start in the army, you start as a private. We call it naked shoulder because we have all those things here on the shoulder, not on the arms like you guys have. So when you are there for a couple of months after the basic training, you get the first stripe on your shoulder, which literally makes you. Let me see. Which makes you a corporal? Really? Is that? I thought it's a way higher rank. So it's a corporal, as far as I understand, and then you get you get corporal. It's like the first thing that you get after naked shoulder, but it's a stripe. It's like a line on the shoulder. Nothing big at all. So it's just you get 25 more euros a month if you do your regular service, which doesn't exist anymore. But then, yes, and 25 euro a month or dollars a month was quite an amount of money back then, considering the fact that you only got 380 a month as a regular servant if you had to go. So, and then I always had to change trains in Münster to go to my hometown. Münster is more in the west of Germany and near, not too far. It's like 60 kilometers from the Dutch border or something. And so I was on the train, going from this little town where the camp was, where I used to, or the barracks was, where I did my service, going to the west of Germany, to Münster, change trains. Yeah, exactly. So corporal is all you get usually. So the U.S. Americans, of course, the young ones, military police, with all the gears and all that stuff, and all the German soldiers were always jealous when they walked patrol with the U.S. American soldiers because they felt like they're nothing. And because obviously when it was a spring day, the U.S. American soldier with the sunglasses, the cool haircuts, like in what was his film with Tom Cruise, Top Gun, when they had this flat haircuts and all that stuff, and the Bart Simpsons cuts as we called them back then, and all again the arms like I have legs and this well trained bodies, and all the wonderful gears that they had, weapons and stuff, and always accurate uniform, this wonderful boots that we were all jealous about because ours were shit. And then when I arrived at Münster Hauptbahnhof, you always had to take care that you don't wear a plastic bag because they don't want you to have that whilst wearing a uniform and all these things. But when the U.S. American soldiers saw me, they always thought I'm a higher rank because I've got this thing here, right? This thing. And after half a year, I got the second one, and then they always saluted me because they thought, "Oh, here's someone." And I was like, "Yeah, brothers, thank you so much." But they were always friendly, comparing to our military police. When the Americans and I were, this is what you do as a soldier, right? When you go somewhere, when you go home and you see some soldier from some other country, you just friendly salute them and then you just go your way, as you do. That's what we learned. So when I did that, I always greeted the American soldiers first as a matter of respect. And then I was nice enough to give our military police like, how's you doing, bro? And then I went my way. They always complained about that. So I got like 3 or 4 written notes on that Hauptbahnhof within that year that I did my service. Bad behavior towards military police. So I was like, yes, thank God. So that means that I would not take getting extra time, or that they would never call me again to do service or whatever. And I was never unfriendly, but obviously I never did this thing what the German military police wanted me to do. I was only friendly to the American ones because they were friendly to us, always easygoing. And that was always fun. That was always fun because it was always nice things. And then Monday mornings, obviously, coming back to the barracks, Marcos, see the chief. I said, okay, let's go. Went to the chief, as you do. What did you do this time? I said, what do you mean, sir? And he never let me stay put. No. He let me stand still. And he was like, I got this letter from the military police. And I was like, and? You didn't greet them properly. I said, I did, sir. I said, good afternoon, Mr. So-and-so and stuff. Yeah, but they said you greeted the Americans better. True story, man. You see, that is how I treated you. And then years later comes Mr. Winston and destroys my world with just like this. Taking over all the kingdoms on YouTube, even the little Ragos one, you see, kicking me out of other people's kingdoms where I thought I had the crown. This is the thank you for me being friendly over so many years. You see, this is what I get. A kick in my unholy butt by Mr. Winston. You see, that is where you go. This is where the world goes. This is where the world goes. This is what I get. Can you believe it? So I cannot even keep a straight face when thinking of the face of that man when he does his jokes. I always have to laugh. So, in the end of the night, it's just jokes, bro. Don't worry about it. But yeah, these are the moments that I really like to remember because it was, life was easy back then. Officially the war was, well, the country was still diverted at that time. We are only united completely officially since October 3rd, 1990. That's just going to be 35 years this year. But on the other hand, we knew that especially the Americans and the Brits were the good ones from the Western perspective, obviously, comparing to those in this other part where now is happy stupidness again, as we all know. Last funny story on the army part, Winston. You might laugh your butt off. I swear to God, you will. Now, here's what happened. As we all know, oh, history for the younger ones, November 9th, 1989, the German wall fell down by the public of Eastern Germany. They just, there was this thing, okay, now people can travel. So they all went to West Berlin and Western Germany back there. Okay, but you might remember the times before you went, right? I mean, you were old enough to, yeah, of course you were old enough. So you might have witnessed on TV or something what happened in Germany in November 1989. So I was in there in the army in 89, October the 3rd in 1989. So that was literally 5 weeks before the wall fell down, 5.5 weeks. Now, the thing is that, so that was all, so the most historical day in the newer times of Germany is November the 9th, 1989, when people crashed down the wall, when they came from the east to the west and said, look, it's enough, we want freedom. Now, on November the 10th, the day later, and Winston, I'm very sure you had that in your army too, we had political education, as you do. So we learned about why we actually are in the army, what are we actually defending. It was democracy, not necessarily only the country. It was democracy, why we are doing our service, how we do our service, and all these things. Not the political education. It was no indoctrination. It was really like education, how this country was built on democracy, what happened after the war, and all that stuff. And the allies were obviously a topic. That is what happened the weeks before November the 9th. On November the 10th, the day that was kind of the day zero in German history after Second World War, again, the wall fell down. People from the East said, it's time for freedom. Let's go and let's get this thing down. And on November the 10th, we were supposed to have political education, as you do, democracy and all these funny things. So we all the 120 guys from the company went upstairs to the auditorium, and in came our company chief. So we all did, stand up, wait, salute, blah, whatever thing. And he turned to us and he said, "Gentlemen, go clean your rooms, your areas that you are supposed to do, and all that stuff. We don't have political education today. We have to look for a new enemy first." And then the enemy, sorry, from the Western perspective, obviously sat in the East, the Russians. It was always the Russians that were bad. If you watch Rambo, if you watch Rocky, there's always the Russians that are bad. That was in November the 10th, 1989. And as we all know, a lot of things happened since then. I don't want to get into political things, but we are in a similar situation at the moment where we were in 1989, just with different zones where all these things happening. And I do have to say that the first people who were really into congratulating Germany was actually the U.S. Americans. Interestingly, I believe Reagan was president by then, and Ronald Reagan was, and it was he? Yes, I think he was. 1989? Yes, I think Ronald Reagan was president still. And I remember that he was in Berlin before all that happened, standing in front of the wall, similar to Kennedy in the 70s. And I remember what he said, word by word, because I watched that live on TV. And you can watch it on YouTube when Ronald Reagan was in Berlin before the wall fell down. And he said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear that wall down." That was Ronald Reagan saying that. And then just not too long later, the wall fell down, and we had to relearn our service, and obviously the U.S. Americans had to, the Allies. So we were no enemies anymore, and officially we were no enemies anymore since we never were enemies because the war was actually over, and there was this contract signed and everything. But so there was no reason for the Allies anymore to be allies in the sections of Germany. So step by step, they all went home. And it was so super interesting to see that quite some US Americans quit their service, staying in Germany for good because they loved it here and they found their wives and friends and family here and everything. The French people, of course, they went home because they went back to baguette and aubergines. The Brits went back to their baked beans and black puddings. Quite some US, but also quite of them stayed here. But the Russians, they all went home. Now, the thing is, none of them wanted to go home at then because they were all like, oh, Russia. Wait a second. Standard of living in Germany versus standard of living in Russia? There were a lot of people escaping from the army. They ran away. Deserters, I believe you call it, right? And so, yeah, and a lot of Americans stayed. And I'm friendly now with quite some of them who are the sons of those staying back then. And, you know, funny, great people, but they feel more German like US Americans. And Winston, again, if you want to have Oktoberfest asylum, you can start applying. You can send your paperwork over and I will have a look at it. No, but the good thing is, I think you don't even know when you're from the US or Canada, you don't even have to fill a visa. You just buy a ticket and you get over here, and you can stay up to 90 days, as far as I remember. But if you want to plead for Oktoberfest asylum, you know the German way, my friend. Everything in 3 papers, right? Nicely handwritten, as you know, and the German old school way. But nah, don't worry about it, man. Always welcome. So if any one of you guys ever come to Munich, let me know. God's FX, thank you so much for the memberships, also for your membership. So really appreciating it. Thank you so much indeed, and wishing you a good night, good day at work tomorrow, and hopefully a good start into the weekend. And yeah, so that were some stories off topic. And of course, I would like to, again, for those who just listened from the bushes today, like to remind everyone that I'm now an official licensed artist on YouTube Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, but what else was it? Apple Music, Deezer, and all these funny platforms. So whoever wants to have a look on that, but also on YouTube, I'm now an official The World of Ragus topic. I cannot believe it myself that it is called like that, but yeah, it is how it is. So let me just put this on the screen one more time, just that you guys see it, and then we can go towards the final cigarette and all that stuff for today, and then we can get that towards a nice ending today. And yeah, I mean, of course, man, of course. Though I don't drink anymore, and that is not a joke. I don't drink alcohol anymore for almost a year. Yeah, almost a year, because I've just got rid of it. Sorry, I don't like the taste anymore. Just don't like the taste anymore. But happy to join if you drink one. I drink something else, but yeah, it is just how it is. Things change in life, and so let me just Ragus topic. Topic. Jesus Christ, come on. So I'll put that pin link up there again, and there you go. And if you don't mind to subscribe there, feel free to do so. It's cost-free, obviously, and you don't have to worry about all these things like Spotify or anything like that. So it's all cool if you want to join there. It also brings me some extra streaming time, obviously, and the more people subscribe, the more people see it. And every track that you see there is already on my regular channel, as you know, but those tracks are all fully licensed and all fully, follow my name, copyright with me and everything. So in the case. But the tracks, again, the tracks, in case if you hear anything from myself, the World of Ragos, that you want to use for your shorts, that is totally legal and that is totally legitimate, and therefore you can obviously do that also without any copyright issues whatsoever. Just that you guys know. I have read a lot of those things. Terms and conditions of YouTube can be super interesting, but again, for shorts, you don't get any copyright issues whatsoever. If you use the music for your videos or for anything, or for any DJ mixes or something, you will definitely get the copyright information. Hello, Uncle Ragos. You just make Uncle Ragos earn €1.50 or something like that. Just that you know. Other than that, I think, today I'm going to celebrate hardcore, really hardcore. I'm going to celebrate with hardcore tap water. So that will be, I'm going to have a headache tomorrow just because of that, because of too much drinking tap water or something like that. So tonight is going to be little silent celebrations of seeing what's going on YouTube and on my Spotify and all that things. And it will be just a nice moment to carry on, and also motivation to carry on even more, because obviously expectations of listeners and subscribers on Spotify are as well high as on YouTube. So I will do multitasking streaming now, if you will, and that means that I will have to create more music, and that is what I want to focus on, to be honest. Now, as I'm in that in that world of creating by myself, I would like to do that more intensively. Obviously, I will still do Monday, Thursdays, and all that stuff as you know it. But on the other hand, I would like to more focus on having the opportunity to do a bit more kind of more production, more own stuff, more own things with my name on. So therefore, I think I should have to look where we're going to rate to today, because Thursday. I'm not even sure who is online. Let me see. Who is online? Who are we able to redirect to? I see Mary Bursch. All right, we haven't rated to Mary Bursch in a very long time. So what we're going to do today is we're going to rate to Mary Bursch, but I'm going to finish my cigarette first, and then we're going to fly to Mary Bursch to say hello there. And for those, if you are interested in my music, feel free to join all the channels at the same time, Spotify, Amazon Music, and all that things. But also, again, happy if you would subscribe to my to this, not my channel, but to the YouTube channel, the Ragos Topic. It's pinned up on the chat. And if you're up to do that, that would be great. And therefore, I'm looking forward to create more. So I'm going to start obviously this weekend again to create a new track coming next week. But after Tuesday, because until Tuesday there will be all these other releases on all these platforms that I told you about. So therefore, I'm looking forward to do that. And what I would really like to ask you to do, there's one thing that I would like to ask you to do. If you go to Spotify or anything like that and find the World of Ragos, and in case if you have a premium account there or something, if you hit the like button, the heart button there, that would be great. But what I would really love is if you go to this Ragos Topic channel, again, it's pinned up here in the chat. If you hit the like button there on some of the tracks, that would be awesome, because that also gives awareness to people who don't regularly visit this channel. And what I can promise is I will not put these channels together, because then all these things like live chats, or like I do now, or most likely also live DJing or something, that might then not happen anymore because it should then only be a purely artist channel. And I want to keep this diverted because I don't want to lose contact to my friends from the community, because that always comes first. The music thing is important to me. Yes, it is, as you all know. And I love producing, as you all know. I would still, on this channel, be able to do the live, live presentation of if I do a production and all that stuff. So yes, that will stay. This all would not be possible to happen anymore if I merge these two channels. So I will keep one away from the other, and then so the music will stay still my focus, obviously, but also I will stay here with everyone in contact and all that stuff, staying in the community, as we all know, so that there will be the diversion, and there will be the music, the official music channels, as you all know now by my channel post today. So those music channels, Spotify, etc., but also this music Ragos topic on YouTube, as well as the YouTube music that would be diverted from this channel. So this channel will stay as it is, as you know it, for a couple of months now. Those on which you have supported me to get monetized in the first place, and that would be highly appreciated if we could also stay here happy. But if you had a minute to go to the channel on top of this chat, which is the official YouTube, the World of Ragos topic thing now, that would be awesome if you could subscribe there. And thank you so much, favorite nurse and DIY. Hi, bro. Thank you so much for this nice comment, favor. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a big milestone for me. Again, for the world, it means nothing. For me, it means the world, as a matter of fact. Anyway, we are going to join a good friend of ours today. Let me just put the raid command, because I forgot to do that last time, to be honest. So let me put this really quick so that we can go there and say hello and show some love and show some appreciation also, and show some nice appearance there. We're going to go and visit Miri Birch. We haven't been there for a long time. And thank you so much, everyone, for the nice words. Again, would be great if you visited the channel that is pinned onto the chat. Costs you nothing extra if you subscribe there, and you will get the music there as well. But I will always first release it here on this channel, or as soon as it is uploaded, I will then release it here. I don't care about the copy strikes, because that's copyright things, because it's going to be done in a day or two. So it will always be first released here on this channel. So available to view of all of you. Thank you so much for all of you coming. Wishing you all a great rest of this wonderful week that hopefully everyone had so far. Hope that all are going well through a wonderful weekend to come. And please stay tuned. Let's go to Miri. Let's say hello there. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for the nice words. Stay peaceful. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.